Oh, freakle frackle.
Hello, my name's Lani. Today I'm going to be doing my Bookoutlet book haul. So I was dumb and I already opened the box a while ago, but then I was recording it, but I didn't like the recording, so now I'm just going to show you the books. The first book that I'm going to mention is Something Real by Heather Demetrios, and this is a really cute contemporary which follows this one teenager who has 12 siblings, and she used to be on this reality TV show called Baker's Dozen, but then a couple of years ago something happened and she just really does not like being on camera, but now 4 years later she has a normal life, but then the show is coming back on air and she really doesn't like it, so this is her dealing with that. I rated 4.3 stars and highly recommend. The next book is a really summery read and it's My Life Next Door by Huntley Fitzpatrick. And this is super cute. This follows a girl who has a mom who's really strict and they're not really family oriented, but then someone moves in next door. Those two families are total opposites. Like this family has like 5 children and they're just really messy and etc. But then now that they're 17 and older, she meets one of the sons of the family that is very messy. I'd rate this one like 4.3 stars also. Oh my gosh, and then this one is just a mess. I don't know why I got these. I got 4 Brandon Sanderson books and I was not aware of how big they were and I don't know what I'm gonna do with my life now. This is bigger than my face. What the heck? Rip me, okay? The first ones are part of the same series and it's Steelheart and Firefighter. The first books are Steelheart and Firefight and they're part of the Reckoners series, which is pretty much, there are these people who have gotten powers, but the thing is they're the bad guys because they think they're all like godly and stuff, so it's like X-Men and Apocalypse. There are other people who fight these Reckoners people and I'm gonna guess things are gonna go down. I'm still not quite over the emotional turmoil that Mistborn put me in, so I heard that this series isn't as intense, so we'll see where it is. Brandon Sanderson books are freaking amazing, and I'm really sweating right now. But then, of course, we have these giant, well, I don't know what to call them, and they're part of the Way of Kings series. This first one is the Way of Kings. They're part of the Stormlight Archive, and the first one is the Way of Kings, and the second one is Words of Radiance. I can't get over this. I'm pretty sure it's over 800 pages. But it's a high fantasy series, and then a long time ago, in a land far away, there are these 12 knights, and they had these swords, and they fell, but then 2 of their swords remain, and wars are fought over them because they're just super all-powerful. I haven't read a high fantasy series in a very long time, and then my next book is kind of boring. I just saw it on Bookoutlet, and I was like, hey, why not? And it's just digital SLR photography for dummies, just because I have a DSLR camera, so sometimes if I want to be all like, hey, let's take a photo of that dog, because dogs are cool, I can just look in here. Ah, if you close it, it smells, and not like a good book smell. And then we have, this book is so light compared to the Brandon Sanderson books, like, wait a second. Whoa. If I were to lift weights, I'd probably choose this one. That book is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and I read this book about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, and I cried, and I've been seeing it on Bookoutlet for forever, and I just wanted to get it because it's such a good book, and now if I want to recommend something to people, then I can give them this, and then I can watch them just cry their eyes out like I did and put them through the same misery I had. Ah, that was on a school night too, that was. And then my next book is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I totally butchered that. Bront. I don't know. I feel like I'm supposed to know how to pronounce this because I'm a booktuber, but oh well. And this book has 1 million reviews on Goodreads and it's like a super important classic that a lot of people love. But then also what is cool about this book is if you fold the pages, you can this. Look at that beauty. And the thing is, I am not a creative soul. So this is like probably going to be difficult. Yeah, I don't know how to do this, but I'm gonna try my best. My bookshelf is already too full though, so where am I gonna put this? And then my last book is Half Wild by Sally Green, and this is the second book in the Half Bad series. I bought the first book off Bookoutlet a little while ago, but I haven't read it yet, but it follows this world where there are good witches and bad witches, and then the main character is a mixture of both of them. Like, you know, when a good witch and a bad witch really love each other. The reviews are mixed, but I know a good amount of booktubers enjoy this series. And then the final book I got was Self-Help by Miranda Sings. I like Miranda Sings. Do you know one of my favorites of this book? It's Miranda Sings giving you life advice, because that's a great idea. And you know what? I'm a 15-year-old girl. I could use some life advice. The only thing I lose is $5. These are all the books I got in my Bookoutlet book haul, and I'm gonna put them down because my seat actually fell because it's too much weight. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye!